was actually at one of the variety shows watching a performance poet that we had earlier, and came up to me after the show and just said he had to be in one of the shows. So here he is. He is a local performance poet. Please give a warm welcome to Marcus Renee Van.
Hey, how's everybody? Okay, good. So I'm a little nervous. I'm gonna do a couple poems for you, okay? So I was standing on the corner of 24th Street in San Francisco. I was running hella late because I'm always running late like most poets that I know. And I decided to jump into this dude's cab, right? And even though he made me wait while he got a cup of coffee, I still smiled and said, hey, I'm lucky that I caught you being that it's Saturday night and all. And from there, we fell into predictable conversations about how rents are fucking high, how it's hard to get by, and people just aren't what they used to be. And then we started to talk about travel, and he's like, you know, that's something you should do when you're young. And I'm like, yes, I know. That's just what I've done. And then there was silence in the cab. And that fool actually started to laugh, and he says, "Youps, what the fuck have you seen?" Well, what do I got to do? Pull out my passport to prove to you that I have sent my spirit disguised as Toyota Turbo White, just hurling through Australian silence so thick you can taste it on the tip of your tongue when you just stop to hear it. I saw midnight bare its teeth in orange flames that consumed miles and miles of bush on Aboriginal lands, and even the darkness was this cloud of yellow smoke that ravished the night. And from there, we were blessed enough to have our souls take flight and land on top of Table Mountain overlooking South African shores, watching the Atlantic Ocean wash its rocky saltwater dreams onto a land that bleeds into a bay. And then there was Cape Town with its beautiful gardens hidden behind fancy buildings, but tiny black children just sinking into the cracks, sitting on the edges of curbs, feet dangling in streets, hands outreached to accept a bit of the silver happiness stretched out in the palm of my hand. Man, I've seen shit that has made me realize I'm lucky to have been born in this land. You see, I was raised by the single hands of a poor black mother of 5, and she mixed in dreams with the evening soup. And now I am the one just tripping on how I am tripping on how I am the one chosen to roam and bring back stories home of dusty red canyon lands. You see, these are the sights that your laughter can never make me forget. You gotta understand that this world is so much bigger than the backseat of your cab. My memories cannot be hollowed out by the sound of your laugh. So tell me, since you've seen everything, what the fuck have you seen? Hey, thank you guys. Oh my God, I think okay, you guys so good? All right, this next poem is just called Red Lipstick. And you wore red lipstick that night because I liked it. And I wore my black suits with the red tie that you had to tie because we both liked the way your hands grasped the knot and pulled it close to my neck. Because we both liked the way the jacket covered my breast and made them into secrets. And later at the bar, I walked proud past stone bajas that followed you and shit. Envy-colored films knew you was looking better than them. And your lipstick was a red smile as I held you in my arms and we moved around the dance floor out of step with the DJ, and instead we created our own rhythmic beats in our head. And when you said that it was time to go home, well, we both knew that that red dress would be a crumpled mess in the middle of my floor and that those black heels would be lost in the journey to my bed from the door. And your lipstick was a fresh coat of red as we headed to the car. Dark outside of the bar, half full of boys and girls like me and you. Didn't see car-colored police, didn't see them approaching you and me because my eyes were filled with the red-lipped smile of you. And they in police-looking clothes called out from the black night and soaked us in profane white light and said, "Hey, are you two girls? The both of you?" His face was colored mock and cocky sneer, and then he said, "Both of you come here." We stepped into the shadows. And your lipstick was a red tremble as you complied in either parking lot for someone as you eyed hands and ready guns and you eyed me to see if fear would seep through stone, but my eyes stayed on your lips until he reached over and ripped my chin away to face and he said, hey, do you like dressing like men? Do you like to pretend? He was so damn close, his spit was sticking to my cheek, but still I didn't say a word. And your lipstick was red horror as he extended a fist into my stomach and I doubled over in pain and waited for him to hit me again. And the other said, you dirty ass dyke, you probably like this shit. And now it was his turn to hit. Your voice was raw of fear as you grabbed the arms of one of the cops. You said, please don't do this. And he shoved you down into the dirt, couldn't even lift my head to see if you were hurt because the fist came down like rain and I kissed black tips of boots that slammed into my lips and somewhere heard through a tunnel of unconsciousness, his pants unzipped. And he said, I'll show you how much of a man you're not. And your lipstick was a red, desperate grab for anything that you had to stop them from doing what they were about to do. And I watched as they took you. They took you to the other side of the car, and somewhere I wondered why no one came out of the bar. And somewhere through ears clogged with dust, I heard you gag with disgusted, dirty pleasure growl from police-dressed man. Saw the other with panting dick in hand, just awaiting a turn to assault your red lipstick. And your lipstick was a distant red memory caked in the corners of your mouth like blood. As they and police-looking car left us there at the bar, and yes, your red dress was a crumpled mess, but not for me. And you knelt down beside me on the ground and you tried to fit your arms around all these atrocities. And somewhere, as a guitar strummed in the background, as darkness coveted my pain, you kissed me, you kissed me, you kissed me, you kissed me, you kissed me with your redless lips. And I remembered again that you wore red lipstick that night because I liked it. And I wore my black suit for you.